I have an idea for your RPG now.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Chapter 5 of the Ballad of Little Wolf. Tonight, Little Wolf's going on another epic adventure. In Chapter 5, Showdown at Sunset Terrace. Let's welcome in Weaver, and we'll let him give the recap of what happened last time. Hello, Weaver.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Glad to hear. Glad to hear. Oh, I am great as usual. I told
Yes.
everybody that we'd let you give the recap this week, so why don't you tell us what happened previously on the Ballad of Little Wolf?
So, what happened previously on, as Jake said, the Ballad level, is that we um finally had our duel at the full moon with the Wolf King, uh, Wolf King and the full moon. And before we get to that part of the recap, first of all, Miss Crystal find out that I was Hombre Lopo, and she now doesn't know how she feels, and she's pretty much mad at me. But after that, it kind of roughs out, and Matthew kind of got the girl ish, but not fully yet. And then now we're back to the recap of the full moon duel with the Wolf King. Oddly enough, the Wolf King tried to do some tricks, trying some cheaty little tricks, like blinding us with the moonlight and with dirt, which, they're
Yeah,
not really
good
working
old
because we were
throwing dirt in your
prepared.
face, throwing moonlight in your face, all those Wolf
Usual stuff.
King tricks.
And we were about to win. We were at. We were, and then before the duel, and basically he wasn't alone. He also had
Yeah, he brought
his
soldiers with him.
soldiers, and
Bloody
like, and
cheaters.
then, eh, and but we were also alone to our surprise. Matthew had a companion that was following him, which was Miss Crystal herself. So I had to duel, me as Matthew, um, with the Wolf King, and cut off. At the towards the end of the battle, I cut off his tail to match the scar that he gave to me. Even though it was a tail,
An
it
ear
was
for
his tail,
a tail for an
and here for
ear.
yes. And when I was go finish the job, the soldiers blinded me, and they escaped. And that's
And that's
well,
pretty much where we're at
and
now.
I got my father's sword and armor, but the armor was just safekeeping. I was just going to use the sword because the armor is a little too heavy for my character, who's Matthew.
That is true, because you gotta remember, you are still somewhat younger than your father was when he wore said armor.
Yes.
Alright, so this week, we open up right where we left off last week. Joshua was saying, huh, you, you were a superhero, hombre lobo. And now Crystal's mad at you because she was in love with hombre lobo. Oh boy, you are such a hoot. And then he slaps you on the back with.
Yes, I was Hombre Lopo, and I worked out the conflict with Miss Crystal. We're on
And she's standing over in the corner like,
terms.
she didn't like what
Hopefully,
you said.
and hopefully in more nicer terms. Yeah,
He's like, spit it out, little wolf.
and we kind of confess to each other. I think of our love.
He's just like, ah! Oh, that's funny, boy. Anyway, go up to your room, little wolf. You need sleep. You're leaving early in the morning.
Alrighty. Aye, aye, sir.
We don't
Good night.
follow Mathew to his room right now. We stay with Joshua, who puts his bag on the floor and decides to go to the underground hideout. You know, the hideout for the rebellion.
Mhm, mhm.
He sits at his desk. He ruffles around his paperwork. And he does think to himself, good on you, lad. You did good. You don't know that he complimented you, but he did. You don't know that, though. You still think he's
uh,
a big, not soft.
laugh. Not softy. Yeah.
But he's like, good on you. Good on you. And then we cut to Mathew in his room, who's getting ready for bed, fluffing his fur, brushing his teeth.
Yep, time to write in my journal of today's lovely day.
Yep, you sit down at your desk and you open your secret compartment. Looking around, of course, making sure nobody's about to knock on the door.
Alrighty, I think the coast is clear.
Because if anybody ever found that journal, you'd be cooked.
I will be cooked for life.
You got some spicy stuff in there, even though
Nah.
Crystal knows.
Alright, I think the coast is clear.
So what are you writing, little wolf? Tell us.
Today was mostly just relaxing day with Miss Crystal and doing errands and chores. And then Joshua came back later this evening and basically made a laughing stock out of me about how I was hombre lobo, which I was. And basically laughing that I confessed my love to Miss Crystal, to her.
And then
It's
you hear a
apparently
squeak on
tomorrow.
the stairs outside your door. Whee! You quickly put up the journal and the pen and hide the secret compartment. And you hear a commotion outside. Hey! Hey! Is this my room? Crystal's like, yes, that's your room. Thank you, love. The drunk guy locks his door and goes in his room. It was just a drunk.
Oh, just a guess thing. Going okay. Quickly, I quickly just, unlock the secret cabinet, open the book, and finish writing down some stuff, and then I put it back, and then I will go to bed.
He doesn't go right to sleep. He looks at the trophy that he hung above his bed, the tail of the Wolf King. Thinking about, take that, old man. That's payback.
Basically. Next time, it wouldn't. Next time, I will finish the job.
And then Little Wolf passes out. Next thing he knows, there's a banging on the door. Boy, get up, get out here, boy.
Yes.
And you look out the window. The sun's not even up yet.
Uh-huh. Yes, sir. Getting up.
So you throw on your shoes, you throw on your tunic and your belt and all that good stuff.
My usual jacket stuff.
And you open the
My
door,
usual.
and there's Joshua.
Morning.
Well, it was nice.
Awake.
It's nice to see you finally got up. It's 5 o'clock, little wolf.
Ah. 5 o'clock, eh?
Your carriage is waiting outside.
Alrighty.
You walk out the door to the inn, and you see a covered chuck wagon. And you know the covered wagons from like Old West movies.
Mm-hmm.
And there's an old armadillo sitting at the reins. He's like, "Hop in the back, young feller."
Alrighty.
So you hop in the back of the wagon, and the wagon starts to move. You also hear, "Hey, young feller, put on them boots, them pants, that shirt, that hat, and that gun belt.
Alrighty.
You're gonna need them where you're going." And then he spits. Complete.
Great. Orders are orders.
Hold on, everybody. Alright, guys, sorry for the cut there. Anyway, the old armadillo calls back there. "Are you okay, Sonny? Are you ready?"
Yep, I'm ready.
"Well, come up here so you know which way we're heading."
Alrighty.
So you crawl up to where the driver sits, and you sit down next to the elderly armadillo, and he's like, "The name's Murphy. How you doing this morning, Mathew?"
I'm doing good. Wait, how do you know my...
He
I'm
shows
doing
you a
good.
coin with the paw print on it.
Ah, I see. I'm doing good. How about you?
"Well, you see, I had to come pick up this tenderfoot from town, but we got a long ride ahead of us. I left at 1 o'clock this morning.
Ah, I see.
But we gotta get back before, the snakes come out. Did
Okay.
Joshua tell you anything?"
Not really.
"Okay, so here's how it is, boy. We here in Sunset Terrace, that's where I'm from. I'm from Sunset Terrace. We're
Yes.
having an pest problem, if you will. This gang of rattlesnakes have come in and demanded that we pay them gold from our vault. This gold is some things we desperately need.
I see.
So, being that I'm connected with Joshua, just lets the light of the coin shine on his face. You get the picture.
Yes, I get.
I wrote old Joshua and said, "Who is your best man that we can borrow for this job?"
And so he chose me for this job. I see.
He wrote us back and said, "I'm sorry, I don't have any good people available. I'll just send you this little wolf pup."
In my mind, I'm like, thanks a lot, Joshua. I see.
And we were like, he can't be that bad if he's associated with Joshua.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, Sonny, we're heading to a little town called Sunset Terrace.
Mm-hmm.
We're just a bunch of armadillo folks.
I see. I
We've
see.
traded with the Wolf Kingdom and the Badger Kingdom for years now. We
Hmm.
live in the desert part of the island.
Ah.
Have you ever been to the desert, boy?
Uh, no, but I heard of the desert part
Okay, see.
from books.
Wait, where's your handkerchief, boy? It's supposed to be around your neck. We don't want your neck frying in the hot of the sun now.
Let me see. All
Ah, there
right.
you go. And then he leans in. Psst. Joshua also told me about you and Crystal.
He did, didn't he?
Now, you be good to old Crystal. I'm her godfather, you hear? And if I hear you break her heart or do anything, I'm gonna roast you over an open fire, boy.
I don't worry, sir. I won't do anything bad to her.
Well, good, see that you don't. 'Cause I like you, boy. And he slaps you on the back. I like you, boy. And I'd hate to have to cause you unpleasantness.
Indeed.
But then he looks at you seriously and like, I will, though. Anyway.
Yes.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam. And then for the
And in
rest,
my
and then for the rest of the ride, you can monologue to yourself all you want. I want to hear it.
so I'm basically gonna be a cowboy for we're going to cow western going to cowboy town. I see. I always heard about these parts of these parts. Rattlesnake gangs, armadillo towns,
Miss Crystal's
gunslingers.
godfather.
And apparently, Miss Crystal's godfather is an armadillo. This guy. I always like reading those desert parts books. I guess I have to.
Oh, there it is, boy. You see it? There's town.
Oh, yeah, I see it. So
So
this
y'all pull
is.
up in the town. Like, whoa, whoa, whoa! And the horses stop in front of the hotel. Go on in and get your room, boy. And when you're done, come down to the mayor's office. It's at the there tall building at the end of town.
All right, sir. Thanks
You,
for the ride.
you get off the wagon and he pulls away. Hey, you walk into the inn, and you know those doors that saloon have that
Yeah,
open like
yeah.
that. Because this is a saloon slash inn. You walk in, and the piano stops playing, and everybody looks at you.
Howdy, everyone.
Right, oh, okay, he's fine. The piano starts playing again, and you walk up to the bar,
And I'm here to get a room.
and well, you walked up to the bar, and the
Oh.
um barkeep looks at you and like, "What you having, little wolf pup?"
uh, give me something easy.
We don't have soft stuff in this establishment, boy. We only have hard drinks for tough men. You gonna have
Fine.
something or not?
Uh, give me a drink. Surprise me.
All right, that's what I like to hear. He pours you the amber liquid and slides it down to the bar in a little shot glass, so it's about this big. You just stare at it like,
Hmm. It's whatever.
And then you shoot it. And then your throat catches on fire because it's fire water. But you don't scream because you want to look tough. On the inside, you're dying, but on the outside, you look just normal. So, what'd you think about that, Tenderfoot?
It tastes. It was good.
Well, that one's on the house, Tenderfoot. If you're looking
Thank
to
you.
rent a room, it's over there.
Thank you.
You walk up to the desk, and the little armadillo lady walks out and says, "Oh, yes, can I help you?"
I'm here to get a room.
"Ah, yes, please. That will be 3 bits and sign the register, please." And you don't sign it,
Yeah.
Mathew, just in case Wolf King has spies. So you'll need to. It's not another thing like Hombre Lobo, but you can't put Mathew.
Mm. Those.
Anyway, you sign the register, John, and
John.
give her the
Yeah,
3 bits. 3 gold pieces. That'll do you for a whole week. And you take your room key and you head up to your room. And you open the door and you walk in. There ain't nothing in there but a bed and a table with a lamp on it.
Well, it's better than nothing.
You quickly walk in, set your suitcase on the bed, and you run back out, locking the door behind you, of course. And you exit the hotel and you start walking down the street toward the mayor's office. So, tell us about the town, Little Wolf. Tell us what you see.
It's
I'm
a
curious
small
what you
town.
see.
Small town, you know. I came out of the inn/bar.
Yeah.
And or saloon. They're called saloons here. And it's your typical small western town, Got a bank,
Got a
got a
bank, got an
sheriff's
office, got
and
the general
shops.
store with general goods and all that.
Yeah, and other little shops here and there. And people, all different types of people are there.
So you finally arrive at the mayor's office. You walk in, and the bunny secretary's like, "Can I help you?"
Oh, I'm here to visit the mayor.
"Oh, you must be Mathew." "Yeah, he's waiting for you."
Thank you.
You walk in, and the elderly armadillo that gave you the ride this morning and the mayor armadillo are standing there.
Okay, for a second, I'm like, wait a minute.
No.
Hello. I finally arrived.
There you are, boy. I'm glad you're here. And the mayor turns
Yep.
around. He's younger than the elderly armadillo, but he's still got some age on him. And he's got a fabulous beard. Oh my goodness.
Mm.
He got powerful beard game, just let me tell you.
Oh.
Anyway,
In my mind, I'm like, what a glorious beard.
Mayor. Ah, yes. Mayor Jack. Happy to meet you, Little Wolf.
Mathew, nice to meet you too. Even though I think you already knew that.
Take a seat.
Alrighty.
our friend here told you about our problem, didn't he?
Yeah, some trouble with some snakes.
That's right. Well, last week they done killed our sheriff.
Hmm, I see.
So we wrote Joshua,
Mhm.
as you know. And
Yes.
he sent us you to be our
Hmm.
acting sheriff until our election next week.
Oh, I see.
So here's your badge, boy.
Thank you. It would be an honor.
Your pay will be 3 bits every 2 weeks. That's a lot of money in the
Alrighty.
West.
Alrighty.
Now, before you go to your office, I wanted to talk to you about the leader of the snakes.
Alrighty.
He is a ruthless, ruthless man.
Hmm.
He's a goat by species.
Hmm.
A desperado, if you will. He comes off that mountain out yonder and comes with his snakes to just take whatever he pleases.
I see.
Have you ever used a gun, boy? I know where you come from, they're kind of illegal, but out here they're a way of life.
No, I have not used a gun. I only use a sword.
Well,
Well trained.
I see you wearing one, so you might want to get some practice in as well.
Alrighty then. I will do my best.
Good luck, boy. Billy will be hard to beat, but if anybody can do it, I know it'll be one of Joshua's boys.
Alright, thank you.
So you and the elder. Hey, do you remember what I called that guy?
The elder.
The
Oh,
armadillo.
Jimmy, I think it was.
Eh, good enough. You and Jimmy leave the mayor's office and he walks you down to the sheriff's office. Well, here you go, Sheriff. Here's your office.
Thank you for showing me the way, Mr. Jimmy.
And then he heads down to the blacksmith shop because he's also a gunsmith. You walk into your office, and sitting behind the desk is your deputy, who's a common house cat.
Howdy.
You walk in, say howdy. He was asleep the whole time. He's like, meow. Oh, what? What? Oh, oh, you must be Mathew, the acting sheriff.
Yeah. Yes, that's me.
Well, isn't that excellent?
Hmm.
So,
And you must be?
oh, they just call me Patches.
Actress? Alrighty. Nice to meet you.
Of course. Now, we haven't had an attack in 3 days, so hopefully it'll still be calm today.
Alrighty.
So, I know you come from the forest lands, and guns are illegal there. Have you ever used
Yes.
one?
No,
Okay. Then why don't we
I'm
step
only.
out back and do some shooting practice?
Alrighty.
So you and Patches step out the back door, do some shooting. You're decent. You're not great, but you're not horrible either. You hit your targets more than you miss, but you do miss some. And Patches looks at you and says, "You know, you ain't that bad for a city slicker."
Well, I can easily learn a weapon.
And then Patches pulls his revolver and just ding, 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 ding. But you gotta learn how to shoot faster.
Yeah.
But we got time to work on that. You look
Indeed.
starving. Your first day here is almost over. You look starved.
Well, I am hungry.
Well, why don't you be my guest over at the hotel restaurant?
Alrighty.
So y'all walk across the street to the hotel. You enter the door and you head to the saloon side, but you take a table instead of going to the bar this time.
Mm-hmm.
And then the waiter comes over. "What do you have?" And Patches said, "I'll take the ribeye with beans." And then he looks at you. "What do you have?"
Um, do you have steak?
And he just looks at you like. And Patches leans over. "What do you think a ribeye is, you tenderfoot?"
Yes, I will also have a ribeye.
"What's your side?"
Make it beans as well.
"Coming right up." And then the floor show starts.
Mm.
First walking on the stage, talking into the blowhorn. "Welcome, welcome, welcome, everybody." It's another armadillo.
Mm.
"We have a visiting singer this week coming from us from far off. Y'all welcome her. Y'all welcome her good. This is Miss Ruby." But when she walks on stage, you will recognize her immediately. And you're like, "That's not a ruby. That's a crystal."
That's that's not. That's a crystal.
"Yeah, Joshua sent Crystal to look after you and make sure you're okay."
And I also said, "My can Joshua trust me to work on a job alone?" But hey, I'm not complaining. That's Miss Crystal.
So she sings, gives a good performance, and when she stops, of course, you cheered the loudest. And then and all that. People throw flowers on stage, and she's like, "Oh, thank y'all." She's doing a fake Southern accent. And of course, you cringe at that fake Southern accent because you know how she really sounds. You're like, But she leaves the stage, and of course, Patches is looking at you like, "Wow, you're really impressed with that singer." Of course, you can't let on that's actually Crystal, so you gotta act.
Yeah,
You
I
must
got an eye for talent, you know.
you
And
must
she's
really
really,
appreciate her talent, and you must think she's beautiful or something.
indeed, my friend, indeed.
And then he's like, "Who knows? Maybe they can set you up."
Maybe, maybe.
And of course, you're thinking to yourself, "If only you knew."
If only.
So anyway, your food comes. Y'all eat. Then Pat just looks at you and like, "Would you like a drink, Sheriff?"
Yeah, sure. I'll take a drink.
All right, y'all belly up to the bar. And of course, the same gentleman from earlier. "What do you have?" "Give us 2 fire waters, Clint." Like, coming right up. He slides the fire water to you. Well, here's to you, Sheriff.
Here's to me.
Just like earlier. On the outside, you're tough, but on the inside, you hate yourself.
And in my mind, I'm like, I would out all the people in the rebellion. Has to be me.
Patches looks at you and says, "All right, Sheriff. I tell you what, you're new in town. You stay here tonight, and I'll stay at the jail. We'll switch every other night. Sound good?"
Sound good, partner. Sound good.
So you walk up the stairs, and you go to your room. You unpack your suitcase. You did bring the necklace, so you wanna prank call somebody, or you know?
Might as well.
Or you could go straight to bed. If no skin off my nose either way.
I might as well call my bestest friend.
All right,
Yo,
you put on the necklace.
yo, hello, shaman.
Hello,
You there?
is that you, boy?
Hello.
Hello, boy.
Yeah.
Are you there, boy?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, yeah, there you are. What can I do you for?
I'm just.
Did you get stuck in a hot desert place and there's something about armadillos and you're a sheriff? Wow, how'd that happen?
Long story short, I'm basically on this mission because they're with Joshua. I'm on this mission because I quote, no other men suitable for this job. So he got me. And now I'm here as an acting sheriff. And yeah, I have to be here for a week. Just because they have no sheriff and rattlesnakes. Something about snakes, whatever.
What's a snake? I kid, boy, I kid. I know what a snake is.
Now I have to use a different weapon. Because apparently I will not. A sword won't do me any good around here.
Well, yeah, I've been to the desert myself. Guns are a lot faster than a sword. You ran at somebody with a sword, you'd be dead before you took 3 steps.
Mm-hmm. And also, Miss Crystal is here to probably supervise.
Crystal's there. How did she get there?
I probably on orders to watch me, so I don't make a fool out of myself. Apparently, Joshua can't trust me to actually pull off a magic.
Well, anyway, boy, I must go. I hate to interrupt this beautiful conversation, but we're playing Parcheesi, and I gotta go.
All right. Have fun with your Parcheesi.
And he hangs up. I don't even know what Parcheesi is. You didn't hear that part, but the shaman's like, I don't even know what Parcheesi is. So, what are you gonna do now, Sheriff? It's late, so you probably
sit on my bed and just like, along with my thoughts, like, great, now I'm a sheriff. Miss Crystal's this amazing singer. Oh my, I didn't know she can sing that. Well, time to go to bed.
As soon as you blow out the candle, there's a knock on the door. So you light the candle back up, and you open the door, and there is Ruby. Ruby.
Oh. Hello, Miss Ruby.
She walks in, closes the door, and she's like, Cut the ruby crap.
Oh, fine. Hello, Miss Crystal.
And she's like, "Do you know why I'm here?"
Probably to supervise me so I won't make a fool out of myself.
You think Joshua sent me, you stupid head?
But what?
No,
Whoa.
I came here on my own.
Oh, then I don't know why you're here.
Well, I'm here to make sure you don't fall for one of these bunnies out here. I know how tantalizing they can be.
Trust me, if you worry about the ladies here, I only have one eye on one lady, and that's you. Right?
Um, hey, that's kind of what I wanted you to say. Similar, yeah.
Similar.
Oh, come on, Miss Crystal. You know I only have eyes for you.
Oh, that. I make it a little bit more fancy. But yes, I only have eyes on you.
And plus, I'm also here to see Jimmy.
And Jim. What?
Well, I
confused.
know he told you he's my godfather.
Ah, yes. Jimmy, yes. I remember now that he told me that. Trust me. I think I have that engraved in my mind. Just have a flashback of what he said.
Yeah, you have the flashback and in sepia tone it said, "Yeah, and if you hurt her, well, let's just say I'm gonna make your life a living heck." That's how you remember it. It's not what he said, but that's how you remember it.
Trust me, I have that engraved into my mind.
And anyway, she's like, "Okay, I must go. I'm staying at the
Or-
bunny's place, and if I'm gone too long, she'll come looking for me."
Alrighty.
So she leaves, you get back in bed and blow out the candle.
And I'm also like, wait a minute. Jesus here so I don't fall. So she just like me. Jealous of me.
Just as you get to sleep, just good. You've probably been asleep for an hour or so. The rooster crows. So you get up, you pull on your boots and say, "Ugh, I'm never partying that hard again." Your head kind of hurts from the fire water.
Well, here we go. Get to work, I guess.
So you pull on your boots, you put on your gun belt, you put on your hat, you walk out, across the street to the sheriff's office. Ah, morning, Sheriff.
Morning, Deputy.
Nothing happened overnight.
Ah, just a lovely visit from Miss Ruby.
Well, he was saying nothing happened overnight. But now that
sorry.
you've offered, he's like, now what was that?
Nothing.
What about Miss Ruby?
No, nothing about Miss Ruby. None of your business.
She came to visit?
Maybe.
Did y'all party?
No party. She's just
Maybe
there
the
for a
old
little...
devil's tango or something?
No. Never.
I jest,
Sorry.
Sheriff, I jest.
Sorry if I misunderstood what you said. I'm not used to getting up this early on a rooster's crow. And also, went to bed late. So
Yeah,
the
you were
old
too
noggin,
busy talking to Miss Ruby.
I guess, but the old noggin, my old noggin.
So you sit down behind your desk, and the day goes by, and not much happens. And then y'all hear it. Sheriff! Come out, Sheriff!
Well then, looks like someone's calling me.
You step out the door and you look to the edge of town, and there he stands, Billy the Billy Goat.
So, you must be Billy I've been hearing about.
That's right, Sheriff. And you must be the new tin horn they got to guard my town.
I'm not such a tin horn. And yes, I am the new sheriff.
Well,
Until they get a new one.
you sound like a wimp, Sheriff. It'll be
Trust
fun
me.
messing with you.
Don't underestimate me.
Anyway, I just came to
Dangerous.
warn you, Sheriff. Me and my boys like to have fun in this town. Don't get in our
Yes.
way, or we'll make your life a living heck.
I already have a heck of a life. I might warn you too, Billy. Don't underestimate me. You'll be surprised.
You're so scary, Sheriff. Now get out of my sight. And he walks away back toward the mountain. And Patches comes up from behind you. Oh, great talk, Sheriff. Yeah, I'm sure he'll stay away now. You put the fear of the Almighty in him, Sheriff. He's saying sarcastically, of course.
Patches, don't worry. I'm more of an action than words. You shall see.
So anyway, the rest of the day goes off without a hitch. And that's one day of your employment down. Only 6 more to go. So, Patches is like, y'all want to go to the hotel tonight and listen to Miss Ruby sing again?
Oh, I would love to.
So y'all walk in the hotel, you take your normal table. Miss Ruby gets up on stage, she sings, and to your horror, when she comes off stage, another man walks up to her and starts, being all flirtsky. What you gonna do, Sheriff?
Because I don't want to make a scene, I just kind of clench my fists and try not to punch that man in the face.
And then he kisses her paw. Okay. But of course, she snaps her paw away and slaps him. And you hear her say, "Oh, no, no, none of that now."
Good.
The guy walks away. And Patches looks at you and says, "Hey, look at that, Sheriff. See what you dodged by not hanging out with her last night?"
Yep. Yep, indeed.
Well, remember what I told you, Sheriff. You get to stay in the office tonight so I can get some sleep.
Alrighty. You get some good night's sleep, partner. I need you full of energy tomorrow. I have a feeling we're getting a visit. Just
so you walk back to the sheriff's office and sit down at the desk. You can put your feet up and take a short nap, but you gotta be on high alert if you do.
I always am high alert around if I'm not in like the tavern back at home. So I don't take a nap, but I just put up my feet and just look around.
Yeah, why don't you play out your adventure for the night shift?
So what I first do is just hang around for a moment, looking out on high alert. Then I put up my feet, boom, look into the drawer, the desk, like, oh, pack of cards. And I play some good old solitaire to pass the time, you know?
And then you
Well,
put on
still,
and then you put on the necklace and the shaman's like, "Oh yeah, you should put the Black Queen on the Red King."
thank you, thank you.
And you're like,
Wait,
"Hey."
what? For a second, I'm like, oh, thank you, wait, what?
Boy, you didn't even notice you put on the necklace, did you?
No? That's interesting.
Man, you must be real tired. Did you sleep any last night?
Well, I had a visit from Miss Crystal, but around these parts she's known as Ruby.
Oh, she doing
And
that
she ca-
alter ego again, is she?
y- again.
Oh yeah, she's been playing Ruby in that town for like 3 years now.
Drops the card on the desk. I see. Well, and also she also revealed the true reason she is here.
Let me guess. She's jealous of Bunny?
Yeah.
I can't read your mind, boy. Just remember that.
Yeah, you guessed correctly, as you always do. And, yeah, 'cause she doesn't want me to be hooked up with Bunny, even though I haven't even met this buddy fellow.
Oh, Bunny's not a fellow boy. Bunny's probably the only person I know that can rival Crystal in beauty.
As if I only have one eyes
And
on the
then you
lady,
think
and
to
that's...
yourself for a split second. And no, no, no. And then he's like, ah, I heard that thought, boy. Because remember, I can't read your mind. You just thought,
Yeah, of course.
you just thought, oh, maybe I should meet this bunny.
No? What? Never. I only have one lady in mind, and that's Miss Crystal.
I can't read your thoughts, boy. I know what you said.
That's the only lady I have eyes for.
That's
And
what your
yes, she's
mouth's saying,
jealous.
boy, but your heart's saying something else. Anyway, boy,
Trust
I have to go, so.
me. Alrighty. Have fun.
What do you
Playing
say to that
whatever you...
conversation, boy?
Oh, I love Miss Crystal. It's the only woman I will love.
Anyway, uneventful
I
night.
won! And
Uneventful
then I'm like...
night. What?
And then, like, before you said that, I'm like, I won! Let's go.
Alright. Uneventful night. And Patches comes in after the rooster crows the next morning. Oh, Sheriff, you look horrible. Did you
Uh,
did you nap any last night, Sheriff?
I stayed high and alert.
I see. That's not healthy for a fella. Oh, the stage is
Yes.
coming in, and Miss Bunny's coming back to town.
Ah, great. Oh, no.
And then the stage pulls up, and out steps a beautiful bunny rabbit. And you're thinking to yourself, Shaman was right.
Shaman was right, but I still feel like Chris
And then all of a sudden,
muted.
Ms. Ruby walks out on the porch and says, the porch of where she's staying, ah, Bunny, there you are. Ah, Ruby, and they get together and hug each other, but you can see the annoying look on Crystal's face.
Oh, so she hates us. Great. That's funny.
So, Sheriff, you ready
Hmm.
to You ready for another exciting day? Day 2 of your sheriffness?
Yeah, I guess I am. We're all ready as always.
Alrighty, Sheriff. First thing we gotta do today is go officiate the horse races. The sheriff always has to start the race.
So, before we go there, exactly what am I supposed to do?
You stand up on the you stand up on the platform and you say, "On your march, get set, go," and then you fire this blank in
Oh,
the air from this race
ah,
starting gun.
I see. So I start the race, like you said. Okay. I'm just wondering if I had to do anything special.
Well, they might want a speech or something.
Oh, okay. Let's hope they don't want a speech, because I'm not very good at talking in front of people.
And then the screen wipes. Welcome to the Sunset Terrace races. Today we're going to crown the 113th running of the Sun champion. Here to start the race today is our acting sheriff, Mathew. Please come up on the stage.
Waving, kind of.
And then he hands you the bullhorn. Would you like to say a few words, Sheriff?
Okay. Sure, sure. Okay, hold on. Let me get my crave brain before I do this whole speech thing.
I mean, it don't have to be a speech. You can just say hello and, you know, good
Hey.
luck and, all that good stuff.
Oh, nice to meet you all. It's a nice day for a good race. I wish everyone involved in the race good luck. Let's have a good one.
And now you do the on your march, get set,
On your mark. Get set. Go.
Bang! And the gun goes off, and the horses start running. But while while everybody was watching the race, somebody slipped into the crowd and killed a citizen. The shot was not heard because they muffled it with a pillow or something like that. But nobody notices till the race is over. So we have a winner! And then the cries from the crowd. Ah!
Hmm?
Lawrence is dead!
What?
Hey, you're the sheriff. You better get down there, Sheriff.
I ran, did some parkouring and stuff, just because there might be some objects.
You
What
come
did
up
you
and
say?
say, "What happened? What happened?"
What happened?
Well, we didn't notice it during the race, but if you notice, there's a bullet hole in Lawrence's back. I still see the bullet.
Got shot.
And
Why did
then
we?
you hear it behind you. He creeps up behind you. Sheriff. Sheriff.
Ugh. You.
You spin around to see the first of the three snakes that work with Billy. Hello, Sheriff.
Mm,
Are you ready for your duel?
yeah, I'm ready.
Do you happen to have a dice on you, Weaver? If not, I got two.
I got a dice.
Okay, so you and the snake are gonna have a showdown. If you lose the roll, we'll just have to reverse time or something. Because we can't have you dying.
Give me a second. Find the right dice for this occasion. Skull dice.
All right, Sheriff.
Let's do this.
You counted out.
Alrighty. Is it 1, 2, 3?
Yeah,
Or is it 3, 2? Is it 3, 2, 1?
it don't matter.
1, 2, 3.
Both of you draw and fire. What'd you get?
4.
You hit and kill the first snake brother. And the snake collapses. And everybody's like, woo! Yeah, woo! That's the sheriff, yeah! And Patches comes up behind you with his gun out. What happened, Sheriff? What happened?
One of the snakes that works with Billy killed a civilian. And I took care of him.
Huh. So, how's it feel, Sheriff? You just had to kill your first man with a gun.
I don't know how I feel.
Have you ever killed a man before, Sheriff?
Yes, but with not a gun.
So the Undertaker arrives to drag the Snake Man away. And you walk back to your office. And you slink into your chair. Like, Patches comes in like, are you okay, Sheriff?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well,
I'm fine.
Undertaker took care of Lawrence. They're taking him to the grave tomorrow.
I see.
It's a shame about old Lawrence. He was the bookkeeper at the bank.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good man.
Indeed.
Very nice wife. She's pregnant with their first kid, you know.
Mm. I see.
Such a shame. But anyway, Sheriff, won't you knock off early? It's my night to watch.
Alrighty.
So
Tell me if anything happens.
you go straight to your room. You don't stop by for fire, water, or anything like that. You're just exhausted and you fall into bed asleep.
Alright. Yeah, give me a second. I'm good. I'm making dinner. Give me a second.
Okay, so we'll pause here. We'll be right back. Alright, guys, we're back. Anyway, so you're sad now, so you go straight to your room and you fall into bed and sleep the whole night,
Yep.
ending your third day in town. when the rooster crows,
Back to work.
you do it again. You get up, put on your pants, put on your boots, put on your shirt, put on your hat, strap on your gun. You hope you don't have to use it again, even though you know you will.
Alrighty. Sheriff face on.
Mm.
Then, of course, I walk down, cross the street, as always, and enter the office.
And Patch is like, "Good morning, Sheriff."
Good morning, Patches.
Did you get any sleep last night, Sheriff?
Yeah, I got some sleep.
Well, that's good. You had a long day yesterday, Sheriff. Long day.
Yep, I do. Anything happened last night?
Well, you see that guy over in the cell? You look in the cell, and there's one of the snake gang in there. He's like,
Yeah.
"Hello, Sheriff."
Hello there, Snake.
I heard you killed my brother.
Yeah? What about it?
I was coming to kill you, but alas, I was caught.
As I can see.
The marshal from the town over's coming to get him today.
Alrighty.
So, Sheriff, we got a special for us today. Miss Bunny wants to meet you.
Oh, she does she?
Yep. And also, Miss Ruby left on the morning stage. She won't be back till tomorrow.
Ah, I see.
She told me to
Alright.
tell you that she'll be back. And then she gave me this weird look like, "I'll be back." You know what the looks like. You can just imagine what it looked like.
Oh, so she gave you a look, eh?
Well, you're not supposed to tell him that because you don't know her. Remember, technically.
No, I meant like confirmation. I said, so she gave you a look, eh? Like, in a question form.
Okay.
In
Yeah, there's this weird look like I'm always watching her.
Yeah, that's interesting. I thought she would be more nicer than that. Maybe you saw the interesting side of Miss Ruby.
But anyway, we have to go down there this morning.
Alrighty.
But unfortunately, one of us has to stay here and guard the prisoner, so I guess you better go.
Alrighty. Make sure he doesn't try anything silly.
So you walk down the street thinking to yourself, what you thinking? Because
Great.
you're about to be alone with Miss Bunny.
I'm gonna be like, great. Go meet the person that Miss Crystal's going to hate. Just hate. I'm annoyed with.
So you get to her house and you knock on the door. She comes to the door like, "Ah, Sheriff, I've been waiting to meet little old you."
Hi, howdy, Miss Bunny. How are you?
Of course, you can't help thinking to yourself, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You think she's beautiful.
that I am internally like. I hate it that I think she's beautiful, but I can think
She's
of
quite the
women.
looker, ain't she?
But women have different levels of beauty, I guess.
Yeah. She's like, sit down, Sheriff.
All right.
Would you like some tea or a finger sandwich?
Some tea would be fine, just fine, just fine.
She goes off to get the tea. And you're thinking to yourself, man, she's just a Southern belle, ain't she?
And then I have a flashlight of a Miss Crystal look. I imagine the Miss Crystal look. Oof. Thanks, Miss Crystal. You got me back in the right track.
He brings your tea in. Here you go, Sheriff. I've been wanting to meet you ever since I heard about you.
Ah, thank you. So you've been meaning to meet with me.
You're quite the looker, ain't you, Sheriff?
Thank you. Yeah.
And then y'all just sit there and awkwardly look at each other because you're trying to avoid her and she likes you. Aren't you gonna say something, Sheriff?
Sorry. Ain't much of a talker.
That's understandable. And then, fortunately for you, you hear a commotion outside and you run out the door. And then you see the Undertaker running toward the jail. So you start hauling toward the jail, running at full speed. When you get there, you look in the door and you see a dead snake. And Patches is standing there like, he broke out, Sheriff. He took the hinges off the door and crept up behind me and hit me on the head. Luckily, I didn't pass out.
I'm glad you're alright, Patches. At least you took care of it.
Yeah, but now their last brother, the oldest, is gonna be after us.
Yeah.
But had to be done.
Yep.
Oh, we're gonna have paperwork to fill out when the marshal comes.
Indeed. Paperwork.
Let's go get some fire water, Sheriff.
Sure.
Y'all walk in. The guy behind the counter just like, yep. Gives y'all 2 fire water. Of course, you still hate the stuff, but
Yeah.
you're not going to let your deputy drink alone. So, y'all both have a fire water. You're still,
Dying inside.
But you do take it like a man. And the rest of the day goes off without too much of a hitch. And Patches is like, I can't sleep tonight. I was almost killed today. So you take the bed tonight again, Sheriff.
Are you sure, Patches?
He's like, I'm sure, Sheriff.
All right.
So
Well,
you go back
hopefully
to
tonight
your
is.
room and you
Mhm.
think.
Why are these snakes? Why is Billy? Half of these people ain't got nothing to do. They just live their lives as normal. Each of the men here have probably have their lives, a wife, children, kids, and even siblings. Normal jobs. Why choose to work with a bad man at that fact? I
But
will never
you wake
understand.
up tomorrow and you'll go through day number 4.
Mm-hmm.
Usual, roll out of bed. Before
Mm-hmm.
you finish getting dressed, there's a knock on your door.
Mm-hmm. Give me a second.
You finish getting dressed, you open the door, and Ruby's standing there.
Ah, Miss Ruby. Was a pleasant surprise.
She pushes you
Pleasant
in the
surprise.
door. And you fall on the bed and she slams the door.
Ah, what a.
You went to Bunny's house.
Well, I kind of had to. I had to make the act of a sheriff around here.
I warned
Jesus.
you, boy.
Trust me, trust me. It was dying enough. It's like going through heck.
Oh, she told me that you were weird and awkward. She didn't think
Well, I
you were
guess
the noble sheriff she thought you were.
good. Glad she thinks of me like that.
I still don't like it. I told you not to do that.
Well, it was hot enough that she's the one that assists me of coming over.
Anyway, don't do it again. I'm still watching you. You're still on probation.
Yes, yes. I promise I won't. I will try my best to get out of that situation.
Now let me leave first.
Alrighty.
Crystal opens the door, sticks her head out, looks both ways 3 times before she runs out. You're thinking to yourself, one day somebody's gonna catch her.
One day, someone's catch her. Up, up, back to work.
Yeah. As soon as you hit the street, you hear, Sheriff. I've been waiting for you, Sheriff.
Of course you have.
You killed my brother. And then your deputy killed my other brother.
Yes.
I'm
I
here to
don't know.
kill you, Sheriff.
You can darn well try.
Alrighty. Count it down, Sheriff.
1, 2, 3.
What'd you get, Sheriff?
I got a 4.
Ooh, that was close. But you hit him between the eyes, and his gun drops out of his tail, and he drops. Mathew has killed another man.
With a gun. Because I have killed something.
Yeah,
Right?
Cruncha.
Cruncha. But that's
That's not a man, though.
yeah.
You don't feel as bad this time. I mean, he was threatening your life after all.
It was all self-defense, I guess.
Yeah?
Hmm.
But you head to your office, and Patches is already standing at the door. Well, that was something, wasn't it, Sheriff? Ambushed out the
Yeah.
door this morning.
Yep. Revenge is and waits for everyone.
Well, the three Snake brothers are done, so you know Billy'll come to town again soon.
Yep. I know about that. Patches, let me ask you something.
Yeah,
Uh, Mostly not ask you, just tell you. This place is way different from where I'm from.
oh, we know that, Sheriff.
Yeah, a lot different. But
Probably think
anyway,
we're heathens here, don't you? People just killing people in the street.
mm,
It's a different way of life out here. We'll
don't
have a
worry,
barbecue on Sunday and kill a man on Monday.
yeah, I don't think you guys are heathens. I guess I can somewhat get it. A different lifestyle.
But anyway, you got 2 more days as sheriff. And then the new guy will be here on the 7th day, so
And
make
yep,
'em good, sheriff.
I will try my best.
Well, this day goes off without a hitch, and y'all decide to go see Miss Ruby's show that night.
Mm-hmm.
The waiter comes and asks, "What do y'all have?" And y'all
Give me a
order
second.
the same old, same old.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all enjoy the show. Then y'all walk out for some air and set. And Patches looks at you and like, well, you don't get these views from where you're at. Look at those stars. Look how clear the night is.
Yeah, this view reminds me of the house I used to live at. My home. It was nice. Seeing all the stars. Trying to name all the constellations. Some days I miss my old life.
Oh, I'm sure, Sheriff. Anyway, I'm gonna get some shut eye.
You
Have a good
deserve it.
night, Sheriff.
You too. Sleep well.
Patches walks back in the hotel and up to his room. You walk to your desk. So what you gonna do to pass the night this time?
Ah, I don't do anything. Just sit there.
Alrighty. Halfway through the night, Crystal comes in like, "Are you okay? You look worried."
Uh, I'm fine. just I don't know, even more, even more. Sorry, hold on. I don't know even more how I feel now. And I don't even get this place, this part, this whole town, this game that I'm protecting.
Understandable. It's different than our forest. Even our rebellion is different than these people. But they are
Dude,
good people. They are good people.
I agree on your part.
Anyway, she walks back to her room. So, the rest of the night's out without a hitch. And the penultimate day starts. Day 5. Patches walks in this morning. Good news, Sheriff. Town's having a barbecue today. Big party. Everybody'll be here.
Ah,
Everybody be out in the square. Ms. Ruby will be singing on the outside stage.
it sounds nice and all, but if we go, I want you be on your best of guard. All right. I don't want to ruin the fun for you, but I'm worried. This is a perfect event for someone to get killed in.
Yeah, but unfortunately, we have to go, Sheriff.
No,
It's a
I knew.
sign of weakness if we don't.
I probably figures, but I'm just saying, be on your best guard today.
Well, we always are. So, y'all walk out in the street. Everybody's dressed all festively. Kinda looks like a big party. There's a banner up in the square. It says Founders Day. We're celebrating the day the town was founded. Sunset Terrace.
Oh, so it's this town's found this day.
So there's a giant barbecue. Crystal sings on stage as Ruby. Um, there's there's games and fun. And as sheriff, you are chosen to judge the pie contest, the best pie contest. So you're gonna eat a lot of pie.
Yeah, great.
Here, sheriff, try this cherry pie piece.
Ow. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Mm. Pretty good, pretty good.
I'm next, sheriff. Here's some rhubarb.
Mm. Mm. Mhm.
You walk up to the third table and Bunny's standing there. Here you go, Sheriff. Mine's apple. You still feel weird around Bunny?
Ow. Mm. 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 Mhm.
And
Mm.
then the mayor calls you up on stage. And now let's bring up the sheriff to announce the winner of the pie contest. Come on
I'm
up, sheriff.
all right. There were 3 pies, right?
Yep. Will it be the cherry, the rhubarb, or Miss Bunny's apple?
I'm not going. It's gonna be the rhubarb.
Gilbert, come on up. You get the blue ribbon, boy. Oh, thank you, Sheriff. Rupert comes up and says, "Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you."
It was a pretty good pie.
And he takes his ribbon and walks off the stage. And now, Sheriff, we know you're leaving us here in a couple of days. We just wanted to say thank you for helping us keep this town safe. We want to give you this. And he gives you a golden pocket watch.
Ah, thank you. I, I express my gratitude for this.
And you
It was
open it,
nice.
and inside are your initials. Mathew, Little Wolf.
Little wolf. Hmm. Thank you. It was nice working with being a sheriff for the past week.
So you get off the stage, and the rest of the party goes off without a hitch.
I think I hope you know what I was doing with those pies, especially when I get to Little Bunny.
Wait,
It's
what?
funny.
What'd you say?
I hope you were getting at what with my reaction to Miss Bunny's pie.
Yes, yes. You're very awkward around Bunny because of, you know.
It was horrible, the horrible apple pie I've ever tasted.
That too, but you also don't like being around Bunny either.
Yeah.
So, y'all go to the tavern that night, and Patches is like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have something a little stronger than fire water tonight. You want some, Sheriff?"
Yeah.
Okay. So, you get the skull squish.
Oh no!
Immediately after you drink it down, you hate yourself.
Oh,
And then the headache sets in. It's called skull squish for a reason. Luckily for you, it's your night for the bed, so.
well, Bastress.
I guess it's
I
time for me to go to bed.
I'm gonna call it
you
night.
you walk
Hit
toward the stairs and then you teetle toddle a little bit.
uh,
And then you try to take a step up the stair, but you miss. Oh. But you finally make it up the stairs and you get into bed and you just pass out in your clothes. And then the rooster crows and you feel fine the next morning besides the splitting headache.
uh, uh, uh.
Woo, that was some party last night.
Well, time to get to work. I guess.
And you walk in and Patches is feeling fine because Skull Squish didn't affect him hardly any.
Morning, Patches.
Oh, Sheriff, you look horrible.
Don't ever let me do that again.
Ah. Well, nothing happened overnight.
Yep, that's good.
But as
So,
soon as you sit down at your desk, the mailman comes running in. Sheriff, here, take this letter. There's this creepy guy told me to give it to you.
all right. Thank you for doing that.
And the letter says, "Ah, Sheriff, I have the one you care most about. Meet me at the mountain pass if you ever want to see Bunny again. Billy."
I was having like some coffee and I'm just going.
Spit it out. Bunny.
In my mind, like he really thinks I care about Bunny. Well, she is the town's pretty princess.
But you
Well,
are the
deputy.
sheriff. You do gotta go rescue her.
All right, deputy. Looks like we're heading to the mountain.
Y'all
What?
get on y'all's horses and you ride out of town.
Still in my mind, I'm thinking like, Bunny. He really thinks.
Hey, at least you don't have Crystal. Of course, then again, I don't think Billy's man enough to take Crystal.
Yeah. I know, like, he couldn't even catch a crystal. Crystal will put his head through the ground, send him to next week.
Y'all finally arrive at the pass, and he's like, "Sheriff, get off that horse and stand your ground." By now, you don't even have a headache anymore, and you're perfectly fine.
Alrighty, Billy. I hope you're ready.
You killed my boys, Sheriff. And when I'm
Yes,
done with you, I'm coming for that kitty cat. You hear meow behind you.
if you can even get through me.
Well, here's Bunny. Oh, Sheriff, you came.
Yep, I will not let anybody in my town get hurt. Inside, I'm just like,
I wish I could, though.
all right, Bill.
Let's go ahead and do this, Sheriff.
I hope you're ready.
Count it out, Sheriff.
1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh.
What'd you hit?
4.
Oh, this is familiar. Well, you beat him. He doesn't die, though. You just nick him and wound him shoulder. But you quickly run and jump on him and tackle him to the ground and tie his arms. Ah, you no good yellow.
Like I said, I won't let you try to hurt anybody again. And then I get closer to his ear and whispered, and luckily you didn't kidnap the person most important to me.
And he's like, so you pick him up, you put him on his horse and haul him back to town and throw him in the jail. Luckily, the marshal's still coming today. So when the marshal arrives, he's a pretty big bulldog. He looks at you gruffly like, "Ah, you got Billy."
Yep.
Well, if you'll just
Yes, I.
sign these forms, I'll take him off your hands.
Alrighty.
So you sign the
Thank.
forms, and you hand Billy over to his custody, and you whisk him away. Really, cowgirl?
Well,
We're doing that now.
well, Patches. Another day's good work.
Well, Sheriff, I got a surprise for you.
Huh?
Mr. Jimmy's actually here to take you home now. The mayor's decided to make me sheriff.
Alrighty then. Well, it was nice working with you, Patches.
He says, likewise, Mathew. Likewise. And you quickly run, and you get on Jimmy's cart, and you get in the back just like on your first day. And you change into your clothes from Mathew. And y'all head back toward Crescent Moon Forest. And that is going to close out Chapter 5. What'll happen next week? Stay tuned to find out. We will see y'all next week for more Ballad of Little Wolf. See y'all next time. God bless.